Also, I'm gonna crank volume on Factorio. I was watching the first VODs back last night, and the game audio is super quiet. So I'm gonna turn it up a bit, and if it's too loud, just let me know. Anyway, when we left off yesterday, we had two problem nests to deal with. We had you and you. So now that we've got our chemical plants automated, we've got our refineries automated, I want to go clear those two nests, and then we can think about building an oil refinery. We can also think about building a green circuit factory, and in general, we can just kind of... No, my tank is over here. In general, we can think about scaling. We can think about getting big. What has died here? What isn't shipping anymore? Blue Science isn't shipping anymore. Why? Because you're terminally short on engines? Because you're not getting pipes? Because this belt isn't split between iron and coal anymore. How did I split you in the first place? I mean, I know how I can do it again, but I'm just like, how did I break that? So you go here, and you're gonna dip under here. Like that. No, that's not gonna work. You need to actually come... What the hell happened here? That works. That works. And then this works. Oh god, you're doing this again? Honestly, it'll kind of work better in text, I think. So, best of luck to you. She's not gonna say something mean to you, but it is going to hurt you when you hear it. Just as an FYI. Yeet. The alliance that I'm in specifically, Dub, I think I can do this from memory, but I might be forgetting a guild or two, is K&T, Bomb, Goon, Girl, Pyro. K&T, Bomb, Goon, Girl, Pyro, Def, Ari, Bunny, TLC. I think. I might be forgetting a guild. It's heavily NA Prime. We have at least one commander that runs every day, and then we have one C guild, and we have one OCX guild. The idea is that if you want to play World versus World in a squad, you can play World versus World in a squad on any given night, and sometimes during the weird hours in NA as well. I have immediately become lost. No, I need to use it. We're fine. It's a good alliance. I like it. I'm obviously biased, but I really like the way that Cornerstone has decided to include guilds and the way that they've kind of set their alliance up overall. I think it's a good approach for people who like playing in organized groups and just want active, regular content. Other people may disagree, but I like it. Are you gonna be a problem anytime soon? No, we have time until that's... We have lots of time until that's an issue. This, on the other hand, this needs to get dealt with pretty much now. It's a lot of poison on the ground. Should probably clear some of these guys out. I'm pretty sure that's just my tank taking damage. Yeah, it's just... Alright, let's start the bombing run again. Oh, there's still one alive. Can't have that. I see at least 2 more down there I should probably take care of as well, and then we can head back to base. So a couple things need to happen today. We need to set up a coal mine, because we're going to need to manufacture some pretty ludicrous amounts of plastic. We need to set up an oil refinery, so that we can actually start generating oil at scale. And then I would also really like to set up a green circuit factory that handles train input. And I think that would be a good place to stop today. We'll see how far we can make it up. Evolution is also really starting to catch up with us. Just one. Alright. That should take care of things for now. We'll reveal a little bit of the map on the way home just to make sure. Because I'm pretty sure this part of the map extends pretty deep into my pollution cloud. That's going to be a problem soon, but it's not a problem yet, so we can ignore it. And then we'll head back home. Also need to set up stone mines relatively soon as well. But that's not super high priority. We're basically only going to use that in, like, science. And we're not that close to automating science yet. So you guys are fine. You're fine. Yeah, this is all just working very well, I would say. So, let's go get green circuit factory set up. We're going to need a bunch of assemblers. We're going to need a bunch of blue inserters. Give me like 150. Give me 150. And then everything else is going to be belt. We're just going to put a really basic foundation down. We also need to extend this chest out a little. I'm just going to daisy chain these together. Nothing too fancy about it. Wrong. Excuse you? Where the hell did that... Oh, because I didn't clear the other nest out. Of course. I completely forgot about that nest. Alright, hold on. We got one more trip to make. I would also really like to start automating these defenses soon, but I think that's going to entail an ammunition factory. Because I'm definitely going to put ammo on trains. And supply outposts that way. And with the way that everything connects up to the logistic network right now, or to the circuit network, I guess, technically, it would just be too easy not to. So every mining outpost is going to get a perimeter wall. It's going to get a series of turrets inside that perimeter wall. Those turrets are going to be supplied by a belt, and the belt is going to be supplied by a train station that drops ammo off. And anytime the chests in the train station are empty, it's going to summon a train. And the train is going to come refill the ammo. Just dead easy automation. Or you can get going. Beautiful shot. Now our work can begin in earnest. Did I change stream title, by the way? I don't think I did. Let's go do that quick. I didn't. Yep. Factorio. Building an oil refinery. Done. I'm sorry nobody liked your vulture joke. What? I really feel like there's something to it. You just gotta keep at it. Ben Franklin didn't give up the first time he got struck by lightning. He kept putting those kites up there. You got to as well. Oh, I see. You just told her somewhere that, like, wasn't in Twitch chat. Because you didn't want to give me the SEO? I understand. Caught. Joke thief. Never talked to this woman in your life. As a man, I don't think I'm allowed to comment on that. I don't think I'm allowed to have an opinion on that conversation. I think it would be very problematic. This seems like the ideal spot for an oil refinery. The problem is that I want to expand it upwards. And right now it's downwards. But I'm just going to start doing it anyway. We love male allies. Yes! Plus 100 social capital. He's an ally of the downtrodden. So to start, I'm doing 30. But I'm gonna leave room to go to 60. I'm telling you, we're doing scale. So we're gonna have one row of pipes that comes down like this, one row of pipes that comes down like this. One is going to carry water, the other is going to carry oil, which means they are going to connect up like this and like this, because we can keep them separated, which means you are going to live here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello, train. Lovely to see you. You are going to be doing... Did I already get advanced oil processing? I guess I did. I kind of forgot what step of the game I'm at. We'll say that the close pipe is oil. Something like that. We'll say that the far pipe is water. Something like this. You are the downtrodden? I don't think that you're the downtrodden, like, just because you tell a bad joke. I mean, a good joke that nobody understands. Is what I meant to say. Whoops. No comment. No comment. Alright, and then down the other side, we're going to run the products back up. I swear to you on my honor it was not intentional, but it was funny. So you are going to get copied, and you're going to go here, 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 and here. We're gonna need a ton of tanks. How exactly do I want this to connect? And then you and you don't need to be there. One guy in your alliance is toxic? Okay, that's not true. There are a lot of... There's more than one guy in the alliance who's toxic. I'm not gonna name names, because that's rude. But it's more than one guy. Where's my box? Oh, my logistics box? You used it to, You gave it to the radar expansion roboport. No, everyone has been so nice to you. It takes a while, for a lot of people in Cornerstone, it takes a while for them to open up. Because fundamentally, Cornerstone is a guild of a bunch of people who transferred a lot in the past and just kind of got sick of it. And decided that they had found a group of people that they liked to play with, and now they only play with those people. So, it can look hostile, like when you're first joining, but actually, I think everybody in the current iteration of Cornerstone is really nice once you get to know them. Until you get to know them, they might seem a little standoffish, though. Did I automate construction robots? I think I did. I may have only automated flying robot frames, but I think I did the whole thing. We'll find out shortly. No, you only automated frames. That's fine. That's really all you need. I will build 100 robots. When are you gonna run out of iron? Yeah, you're gonna run out of iron. Also, you guys are running out of iron. Holy. I don't remember how many this is. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. It's going to take a while to handcraft those, but we have a lot of planning to do at the refinery anyway, so we're not really hurting for time. Now, what do you need? You need a lot of normal pipe. You need a lot of underground pipe. You need a lot of power pole. You need all of my refineries. And then you need a couple of these storage tanks. Get to work. Actually, I need some of those underground pipes and normal pipes. So let me borrow those from you quick. Because you're gonna run like this. These are going to be temporary, just so I can see them. Actually, no. I am going to make this, like, ultra compact. Because I can. So we can rotate, and then flip horizontal. Is that how you do it? No, they're gonna get mad if you try and connect them like that. There's a way to do this. It's pretty close to that, but I think I'm just gonna have to build this manually. I'm not smart enough to figure it out. But it would be you like this, using that, flipped horizontally, and then you would come in like this, and you would come in like that. And then you would build a second one. And now this you can hear. Or this you can copy paste. So actually, maybe we do 40. Because we need to build them in pairs now. And then for you guys, you're going to come in like this. And then you're going to pop back out here. Oil is the closer one. Water is the further one. So you're going to connect like this. And then you're going to connect across like this. Realizing now I didn't blueprint this, and I could have, but we're kind of committed now already. Who's afraid of a little manual building? We love handcrafting green circuits. I don't want to talk about my production deficiencies in the main base. I'm going to spend probably like 4 hours handcrafting everything I need to set up a robust base that's going to last me like the next 30. Plus, we're planning out this refinery anyway, so it's not really like downtime. But we are doing like way more handcrafting than I would normally be comfortable with. Okay. So we're almost ready to copy paste this. But those are going to extend up. And now, I think we can just hit you with, like, one of these. Right? Yeah. Dead gray trunk? Alright, well, screw you. Is it a nightmare ever trying to get back there to do anything? Oh, yeah, certainly. But it works. So you can have the rest of these, the rest of these. You can have the rest of these. You can have the rest of these, and then you're going to need a lot more pipe. And while you're working on that, I want to figure out where these tanks are going to fit as well. So it would be one here, and one here. And then we just run these up and they connect into pipe up that way. So that takes care of LPG, light oil, heavy oil. The smelting looks nice. Everything is going to look nice now that we're building stuff that's going to be semi-permanent. Like, this setup will last us until we're ready to be shipping calcite back to Nauvis, which is probably like a good 10 to 20 hours away. And even then, I might not tear it down. Well, no, I should, because smelting is just, like, foundry smelting is just like so much more productive. We still have a lot before we could even go to space in the first place, though. Like, we got to build a space platform. We have to build we have to build enough production that we can mass manufacture like 20 rockets to build the space platforms we need to go elsewhere. We need to set up the manufacturing for automated defensive navies while we're away. Like, cannon shells need to be automatically put into the tank. Like, there's a lot we still need to do on Nauvis, so even though we're kind of overbuilding some infrastructure that's going to be replaced with foundries anyway, it's not totally sunk cost. We will be able to extract value out of building at about this scale. You needed more tanks, too. And you're short on iron parts. Something like that. So my idea for the refinery is everything that is made from either heavy oil, light oil, or petroleum gas gets made at this foundry. So this foundry is going to have like half a dozen train stops. And then for anything that doesn't use that, so that takes care of like lube will be made in the foundry, solid fuel in the refinery, rocket fuel in the refinery. We'll be making things like sulfuric acid in the refinery, but sulfuric acid itself will get trained out, and it will be taken to blue chip manufacturers, and it will be taken to uranium mining fields. If it uses any of the stuff that a refinery makes, it gets made in the refinery. Otherwise, we ship it. I think that should help keep this thing fairly logically consistent. So we plug you in, and you're already plugged in. That's great news. You are going to be heavy oil, so you're going to need a wired connection. You're going to be light oil, so you're going to need a wired connection. We're going to plan out just how big this needs to be. You are going to go like this. So it's that power pole that is going to be the top of the refineries. And I just want to boundary box it off. So here, here, here. That's going to be top corner of refinery. Let's put that as a placeholder. And then we'll give like one tile of space on the side. Here, here, here is going to be other top part of the refinery. So this we need to reserve. That's going to be reserved space for when we, if we eventually add another rack of 20 refineries. No shipping processed oil. Yeah, we're not going to ship any stuff that comes directly out of a refinery. Only products. All of this can get removed. And do you guys need anything down here? You're missing 2 underground pipes. Fortunately, I have that for you. Get to work. And then that looks like it's it. Everything else they've built successfully. So we can pick up you. We can pick up you. We can advance this whole thing up. The red glow from the copper mine is ominous. I know, I kind of love it. I can't wait until I don't have to worry about biter presence and I can just turn the pollution overlay off, because every time I need to look at my map, it's like my eyes are being assaulted by just how aggressively we're spreading pollution right now. You guys get in here. Go take all this stuff apart. So this rack is going to be cracking. We are producing, when we scale this up to 60, we will be producing 5 times 60. We'll be producing 300 heavy oil per second. And let's say, hypothetically, we have to crack all of it. That is going to tell us how many heavy to light oil crackers we need. You guys are doing great work. Keep it up. 800 and 400. We're going to have to build the world's dumbest train station to keep iron supplied to this base. Will we finish the rest of this manufacturing up, I think. Yeah. We aren't producing nearly enough of these because we're not getting nearly enough green circuits, because we're not getting nearly enough iron. I would probably elevate that to a solve it right now problem in that case. No, wait for the patch to dry up, because then you can clear some space out. Or you could just run it straight into here. You could just run it straight into here. I'm kind of into that idea. Let's do that. These turrets are very obsolete at this point. We can rip up all of this. So this is going to be a very temporary train station. But you're going to come into, like, right here. You're going to go there. I need an unloader, which is you. You don't want to fit on that side. So we're going to have to put you on this side as well instead. Pop you right there. Have a Roboport do this. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. That's correct. Oh, you don't have robots, you idiot. Well, I'm not building it by hand. We'll just go get some robots. Handcrafting I'll accept. Building things by hand? No. We're past that. Yeah, you have 5. There you go. Alright, you guys get to work. You're gonna need power poles. Take some of those. You're gonna need splitters. I'll go get some of those for you. Doing nothing but handcrafting green circuits. And then while I wait for those to get put in... Yeah, give me these, because I just kind of want to plan them out. 2, 3, 4... You're gonna go like that. These are gonna come up here. I hate where that stone belt is. I hate where this copper ore belt is. You, like, really can just do this. We don't need to be doing double underground belts over here. And then this splitter nonsense, like, this doesn't need... We don't need to live like this. You can just do that. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Remove all of this. I'm changing my mind. 2, 3, 4. Back that back up by 1. How do you want this to work? You can do it like that. No, wrong. Yeah. It's gonna go like that. You're gonna need a bunch of these. Go grab some extra iron. Say like 10. That's probably pretty close. You guys can have these splitters that I made for you. You're also going to need 24 iron, 16 iron chests. 5, 10, 15, 16. Two, 3, 4. Like that. And then you're gonna come like this. No, you're not gonna do that quite yet. Instead, I can just put a 4-to-1 balancer at the end of you. No, 4-to-1. 1. There's fine. Shoot that straight up. Does anything peel off the iron belt before then? No. Okay. All of these are going to need to get routed underground. Like so. And then as soon as those iron mines die, I can plug that back in. I don't want to plug it in yet, because I actually want that patch to expire fully, and I don't want to deal with priority splitters. Because they are annoying. But I can hook you up to here, you up to here, you up to here. Grab some belt. Oh, this is going to be a problem. We're going to run out of concrete. Because we're only shipping plates. I'm going to say I probably have enough concrete at this point. That it won't be a problem, but we do need to come up with a longer-term solution for making concrete. So you guys get crates, splitters. You're going to need more splitters. You're going to need more undergrounds. You guys are at 669 and 198. Okay. No immediate threats to pollution cloud. Great news. Oh, and you need lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So this station is going to be... We're going to borrow you. We're going to connect you. Wire can't reach. Interesting. Okay. Should be able to reach from there, though. You are going to be enabled when a train is 100 times 48 times 4. That is 4,800 times 4, 18,400? 19,200, close. 19,200, so when it's less than 19,200 in these boxes, then we summon a train, because we know that the train will be able to unload itself fully, and then this is also going to be iron plate drop-off. Give you the last splitters you need, and then we connect this rail up. Which I think we're just going to leech off of the old refinery track, because the refinery track itself is not long for this world. And it's going to be the world's easiest junction to signal. Just paths everywhere. So now we can take you. We can give you your marching orders. Why can't you get to iron ore drop-off? Here, up here, up here. You can't get iron ore drop-off. You can get iron plate drop-off, though. Iron plate pickup until full. Iron plate drop-off until empty. Automatic. Off you go. He's going to come down here and drop off. And then once this iron patch expires, then we can hook that belt up, and it will supply a nice, fresh, virtually limitless amount of iron to the base. Lovely stuff. Let's get back to work on the refinery. Primarily because we don't produce enough chem plants right now. I could put more miners down if I wanted to run out faster, and I probably should. Yeah, I'll just go and do it. I'll optimize my coverage. Also put my lights in. Make it nice and decorative. Alright, so what's the best coverage we can get on these things? So we can go like here, 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 here. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna rip through that in no time. Power it. Doesn't matter how good it looks because it's temporary. Alright, that will clean that patch out in no time flat. We'll come back and look at it in a bit after we get our chemical plants plugged in. Trains coming? No trains coming. You're safe to cross. So starting here, we'll have a gap, and then we'll have chemical plants. I'm gonna bring the water all the way up and the oil all the way up because I need to stay appraised of where it is so that I can plan around it. And of course, it's going to conflict with the rule. So you are going to come up like this. Why do you have the pole? It shouldn't matter. Sure. We'll say something like that. This doesn't need to be here. This doesn't need to be here. You can go underground at this point. We'll leave you there. And then these can just be... No, because you don't want these to be max length. You actually want to bring the water off. So we'll say it's like this. Because we're actually going to borrow water out of you to run the cracking. And then that's the oil pipe? Yes. Oil pipe is close, water pipe is far. Cracking. Cracking heavy to light. We produce 300 heavy oil per second. This consumes 20 per second. We're going to need 15 of them. No. You produce 5 times 6. Yeah, you produce... At max capacity, you're going to produce 300. So you're going to need 15 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I'll err on the side of caution. I'll say 16. There's no way we're ever going to be using all of them anyway. But it's the thought that counts. Build you, copy paste you, flip you. You're going to plug in like this, and then heavy oil is going to plug in like this. And then we're going to have power poles on each side, like this. And then we can copy you. We can paste you, and it's not going to be perfect because we're missing the undergrounds for the heavy oil, but that's fine. We can put them after. Yeah, they actually don't need undergrounds. They just need normal pipes. Here, here, here. Did I bring enough to make pumps? I did. So you are going to be the heavy oil, which is going to be this pipe, which is going to come out here, here, here. Okay. Then you are going to come out here, here, and here. And then this one, we need to copy, because I don't know where the third refinery row lives. I need to line you up with the square above the top of the last refinery. That should be like that. And then if we take you, and we copy and paste you in, just to confirm, those all line up. Good. Okay. Then, this is still heavy oil, so you're going to come to here. You're going to run out one. You're going to run into a pump. And the pump is going to send you under and then back in. We're going to extend this power pole out to reach you specifically. I'm actually going to extend this straight down. Here, 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 and here. And then also here, I guess, and here? Whatever, we'll revise this part up here. The point is that you need to run this red signal from the heavy oil tanks into that pump. And this pump is only going to turn on when we have heavy oil over 50,000. That is one tank, I think. Let's double check. One tank is 25, but these pipes have volume, So basically, when both of these tanks are 100% full, it'll switch the cracking on, but these pipes are going to extend pretty far up. They're going to hold a lot of extra heavy oil. It should, well, you should set it to like 40 to be safe. So when heavy oil is greater than 40,000, this pipe is going to turn, or this pump is going to turn on. It's going to kick heavy oil into this cracking array. This cracking array is going to produce light oil, which is going to come out of the top. Like so. And then I can copy you and just paste you down. Don't care. And you are going to feed directly into the light oil pipe. Which is going to pick you up here. The light oil pump is the one in, or the light oil pipe is the one in the middle. Oh, it's beautiful. It actually, like, it lines up so well. Now, it's not going to line up that great for light oil to LPG, but for now, I mean, wow. If you go here, you should be able to reach everything. I'm going to hook this up to power for now, just to turn the RoboPort on. I guess that's fine. Here's your bots. Here's the stuff you need. Knock yourselves out. Here's the chem plants you need. Go crazy with it. I'll go get you some more pipes, and I'll be back with some more chem plants. No trains coming. And then we will do light into LPG, and then on top of light into LPG, we can have, like, actual products being made. Sulfuric acid, lubricant, plastic, solid fuel, rocket fuel. Probably one or two things I'm forgetting. Explosives, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, I forgot about the supplementary iron ore belt. We don't need that anymore, so you can go away. We can pull this whole belt backwards. I only want you doing steel now. You don't need to split into this anymore. So I'm just going to run you like that. All of this can get pulled up. We can get all of this out of here. It is no longer necessary. Even you can go. I can even kill the power lines over here. There's something really satisfying about cleaning up the last miners on a depleted ore patch. It almost makes me not want to research mining productivity. Because I think it's more fun when you have to expand and manage ore patches than get to, like, mining productivity 40 and basically never have to move your patches ever again after all the stacking productivity modifiers from Space Age kick in. Okay, I couldn't afford to kill that. That was a load-bearing power line. Now, let's go plug the iron in. You can go. All of you can go. We can back all of this up. Hello. How are you?
Tired.
You going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. I will probably go for another 45 minutes.
Wow. Go ugly.
Can this make the jump? It can make the jump here.
Good job.
This part is ugly, yeah, but that's why I'm tearing it down. It's bad, and I hate it.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's the game's fault.
Look at how nice this pretty part looks. Wow. So pretty. Except for this one line of bricks that I've missed, but this looks nice, and I won't hear otherwise. I don't hear otherwise. It speaks to my lizard brain, and sometimes you can't explain these things logically. My lizard brain is like, whoa, so good. You're doing such a good job at organizing pixels on a screen. He loves it, man.
Good job. Good for you, Lizard.
We're chilling on inventory, we're fine. We're gonna have to dump so much of this coal into, like, other filters. There we go. Good night. I'll be down in a bit. And then technically this doesn't need to be an underground either. Alright, that is one cleaned up. We've plugged our iron in. Let's go see if we've actually managed to generate any chemical plants out of it. Out of that whole charade. Also, it's power doing that. We're getting close to needing to turn on that second tube. If you, like, make things tidy as a higher tier than lizard. I don't know. Maybe it's like a pattern thing. Oh, yeah. Because if it's a pattern thing, the pattern recognition is deep in there for humans. It's like real deep in there. So if I'm going to turn this second nuke reactor on, I'm going to need gear wheels, steel plate, copper plate. No, pipe. I need pipe. Oh, wow. Okay. We don't strictly need to do it, but if we do it, it's gonna cut down the pollution that's coming out of these engines. Because we're going to be more reliant on our nuclear. And I think that would be favorable at this point. You're out of copper again. At least these handcraft up relatively quickly, because I've been stockpiling all the stuff I need in little chests scattered all over the place. That's 14 of them. Eventually you need 77. We're not going to get anywhere close to that, but this should be, like, kind of good enough. We don't have nearly enough steam power to actually run all of these, but that's okay. Realistically, I could just tear all this down, but I kind of like having the backup power supply if something goes wrong with the nuclear reactor. It's not like we could afford to run the base off of just those steam boilers anymore, but it would make it easier to jumpstart anything critical that goes down. Still need 63. Yeah, we're nowhere close to another sack of copper. Oh, I might turn the second one on anyway. It's going to be a little wasteful, but the nuclear reactor fuel is so free. So you would be producing 160 if I turn all of you on. You consume 10. So I would need 16 EU. I have 20. And you would produce 103 times 10. You would produce 2,000 steam. You consume 60. Wait, what? 2,000 divided by 60? I need 33 of you up. That's 14. 22. 26, 28, 29. We're not that far off. Also, in the time it took me to do that math, we probably can make another 10. Another 4. Close. Close. Not quite, but close. You're good on pipes, actually. It's gears that you're going to need. There's your 4, and then just go turn the thing on. Because as soon as you turn that oil refiner on, you're going to spike your electricity demand so hard, it's going to make your head spin. Plus, it takes a while to heat up anyway. How do I get out of here? Oh, like this. I'll be taking our used fuel cells as well. We haven't researched nuclear fuel reprocessing yet, but it's on the to-do list. I don't really feel like I need to prioritize any specific research right now, so we'll just keep them all rolling. I do need underground belts, though. And I can start to think about making a rocket silo. We're nowhere near ready to actually using one yet. But I could think about crafting one. Let's go take a look at how the cracking is doing. I hate that tiny stone patch so much. So you need underground. You need chem plants. Go forth. And then I'm actually going to take all of your things away because I want to blueprint build this out and I don't want you to actually construct. So heavy oil in, water in, light oil out. For cracking light oil, we could just leach off of this pipe, but I'd rather not because I want to be able to pump control it. So empty space, pipe, 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 pipe. And then how many of you am I going? How many of you do I need? Because here we have 9 light oil per second times 60. That's going to be 540. Plus, when these are all running, that's another 15 times 15. It's another 300. So 540 and 300 is 840. We need to be able to crack 840 light oil at maximum capacity. Each one of these can handle 15. Yikes. We need 56 of these. I'm not going to be doing that. And I'm not going to be doing that because we're never going to be cracking full capacity on light oil. Light oil is going to be going into rocket fuel. It's going to be going into rocket fuel. And then it's also going to be going into rocket fuel. What the hell else do you use light oil for? That's it, man. Okay. Huh. I could do 36. 15 and 15 is 225, not 300. Really? Am I stupid? No, I'm wrong. That's fair. This is why you shouldn't do math in your head. Data scientist, by the way. I just have Python too. Oh, let's actually do it. So 9 times 16. 540. Got that one right. I still remember 9 times 6 and how to add a 0. Plus 225 is 765 divided by 15 is 51. So it's still not great. And here in this array, I can fit 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18. I would need like 3 racks of this. Yeah, 2.83. I would need 3 racks of crackers. So that would look like... this. It isn't quite as despair, but I guess it is technically possible that we would not need to be crafting rocket fuel, but we would need to be crafting plastic. Like, the plastic is the big one. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna have 3 racks of it. It's not like, how much power do you consume when you're just idling? 7 kilowatts? Who cares, man? We run nuclear power plants. There's virtually no downside. This is one of those cases where you're like, oh, it's not ratio perfect. It doesn't matter that it's not ratio perfect. We're building for this thing to operate at max capacity in the 5% of cases that we need it to, rather than building it to be 100% ratio efficient, because it's just not practical. You know? I mean, I know. So you're gonna do one of those. You're gonna do one of these. One of these. You're gonna do one of those, and then you're gonna have power lines like here. And then we should just be able to copy paste this down. Actually, if we're gonna build 3, can we just stop it here? That would be 51 divided by 16. That's 3.18. Yeah, we actually need this little thing hanging off the edge to get it to under 3 racks. Kill you. Kill you. Because you're going to feed into this. You're not going to feed in... No, you will feed in there. You're going to go like this. Oh, you're going to conflict like that. I see. Well, that's fine. Is my game audio crinkly? It shouldn't be. It sounds fine on my end. It's fine now. I mean, it might have been me, like, rubbing my beard into the mic. I can imagine that being a crinkly sound. So you're gonna work like that. I'm just gonna pull you all the way up. You can go here, and then you can go here. And then when everything comes out of this cracking section, it's all nice and lined up, and everybody's happy. Everybody's having a good time. You're gonna wrap down here. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to come down here and we're going to borrow the green signal. Thank God you reach. And then you're going to use the same thing that you're going to use, but you're going to look at light oil instead. And then let's set our bots about constructing this. So that's one rack. We did miss a connection out there that I need to go hook up. Now, the only annoying thing about this it's actually not that annoying, fortunately. You're gonna get pulled up to... Oh, that's annoying, though. No, we can fix that. You're gonna go here, but you are not allowed to connect to that. That's a big no-no. We're gonna have to do you like that. Because I don't want to run 3 pumps controlling the access of this rack to light oil, I'm actually going to loop the light oil belt around the end and back into the other side. So you're going to come out like this, and you're going to feed in at the back like that. And then if I copy you over, we can preserve that for the 3rd row as well. Like that. And then this also doesn't matter, I guess, if it's going to be coming in 3 times. Something like that. Something like that. Something like this? Nope, that's not gonna work. You're just gonna have to meet it the next time. You know, leave it there. Stub it there, and it'll be fine. That connects there, that connects there. I think that works. What do you still need? 116 underground pipes, 30 chem plants? Can do. Train coming? No. Everything's looking fine up here. Copper production is a little slow, but we can just bring the copper plate train in if we need it. Actually, it's really slow. We only have 1 green assembler running, but that patch is nowhere close to depletion. So I think I'm just going to bear it. Depending on how many of you I have. Yeah, we'll just suck it up. You're actually producing fine. Although, why aren't you producing? You're missing gears. You would be missing gears, wouldn't you? Yeah. Yeah, you would be. Oh, we can deal with that. It sucks that I have no wood. I'm just gonna use bigger bolts. Alright, you should be producing now. That's great news. I need underground pipes. 100 of them, to be exact. Yeah, exactly 100. 30 chem plants. So that'll be cracking done. Train coming? No train coming. Beautiful. Now, after this, what do we need? That's not going to tell you anything. You don't even have radar coverage to where you're looking for buyers to expand. I don't know why you keep looking for that. We need to add a couple more wooden power poles. You guys don't need these anymore. Run this straight up here. That's a problem. That's a solution. So this is cracking done. Space. Space. And then, like, here we'll have the next pipeline. Which I think is going to be lubricant. And for lube, let's say... What rate of electric engines would we want to make? Let's say we want to do like 15 electric engines per second. No, that would be ludicrous. Let's say you want to do 10 electric engines per second. One makes 0.07. You need 142 assemblers. You need 160 lubricant. And then let's say you might want to make belts. So double it, you need 320 lubricant. You want 32 of these. No, that's crazy. I think you want 18. Because it'll fit nice on the rack. Yeah, sure. Because the thing to remember about this refinery is not going to obsolete itself the same way that other buildings are going to obsolete themselves. The cryo plant from Aquilo, number one, we're not going to see for a very long time. And number two, isn't actually like that much better than a normal chem plant. It just has more module slots. 216s wouldn't be bad if I wanted 32. I don't think I want 32. 32 chem plants. Like, I've built a 2K science per minute base before. That base did not make that much lubricant. So I think we're chilling with just having 18. I think that's a crazy amount of lubricant to try and make. And this is also going to be where we start folding in some train stops. So power here. Let's go grab more undergrounds. How are you going to fold in a train stop here? I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it. Because I want a lubricant tank for sure. I want to give it something that it can buffer in. No, actually, maybe I do know how to do it. I think I know how I want to do it. That should be enough. Also, this never got connected up. Let's make sure we're actually depleting that copper patch. No train coming. Good to know. Like, I would love to build a base where I needed to use 32 chem plants worth of lubricant. That sounds like a lot of fun. But if I'm building that base, I'm probably going to be ripping this infrastructure down even. Because 60 refineries probably isn't going to keep up with it. So this will be fine. This is a well-proportioned mid-game base. IMO. How the hell? Oh, right, because these aren't actually supposed to be undergrounds. They're supposed to just be normal guys. That's why that doesn't look right. So you come all the way out to here, snip the stubs off, and then we have tank here and here. Then you come off, and we figure out where a rail goes. It's actually perfect. Yeah, it actually works out great. So you're going to stop there. I need a train stop, which requires... No trains coming. Or out of iron and copper. Steal some off the belt. No train coming. Although yellow signals... Oh, there is a train coming. We're just faster. Train stop goes here. Obviously, a lubricant train is not going to be running that often. Actually, is that the right... Where's my... Give me my Factorio cheat sheet. Because green circuits are also going to be really close in that color. Train colors. Lubricant. Oh, 170. Yeah, I like that. It's a bit darker. So... We're only going to need 3 pumps, because the lube train is only ever going to be a 111. It's going to go here, here, and here. We're going to bring these power poles up to power you. And then this pipe is just going to run back into them. Could even make it an underground if I wanted it to look particularly nice. So that's going to be lube train. This rail is going to come all the way out of the back. And I think it's going to hook up to here. This is not going to be a rail that actually gets used. Although it could be. Oh, no, that's where you're going to put another route. Never mind. Just kidding. So the train traffic in the refinery is going to be a little hectic, but I want it to feel kind of busy. The idea is everything comes off the main spur, loops off of here, comes down on a single track, and then pulls into its individual allotted station. So this is going to be lubricant. On top of that, we'll have sulfuric acid. On top of that, I'll probably have rocket fuel. On top of that, I'll have plastic, which is also going to have coal associated with it. And then on top of that, finally, we'll have the oil and water trains. And those are going to send oil and water all the way down this left side. So there's going to be like 6 train stops in here. And it's going to be busy all the time, and it's going to be very fun to watch. This is lubricant pickup. And then right opposite from you, I'm just going to call my shot now. We're going to have sulfuric acid pickup. And according to Factorio cheat sheet, this one's going to be 255, 255, 0. We're also only going to need one of these. Most sulfuric acid use is really just sip it, including blue circuits. They do not use a lot. But the other thing about how long these stations are is if we do build the sulfuric acid train and we're like, man, the sulfuric acid train can't keep up with throughput, We can turn it into a 1-2-1 so easily, as long as we leave room to make it a 1-2-1 at the other end. Like, this whole system is just going to be very nice and flexible, so that we can expand it if we find that we need to. I don't even remember what I needed over here. I think it was track. But also maybe chem plants. Sure. 12:44. Man, I would love to finish this refinery tonight. Like, all associated product with it. I don't know how realistic that is. That may end up being a Friday project. We'll see. On the bright side, I'm stoked that it's going to look cool. It's going to look really cool. When everything's up and running and there's just trains pulling in and out, it's going to look very, very neat. So you come with me. You're going to loop in here. You might as well signal things while you're down here. I actually think you can get away with normal train signals here, because there's never going to be more than one loop train. We can just put them in at the flat end. And then we'll do the same thing with sulfuric acid that we did with lube. We'll just have these faced opposite to each other. These power lines don't reach. If I pull them back by one, they will, though. Okay, if I have you go like here and here, then you reach. Lovely. And you're going to do the same thing with these tanks. You're going to come back to here. Nope, one back. You're going to come back to here. Wait a minute, don't I need to make sulfur first for sulfuric acid? I think I do. We could have internal sulfur supply, though. Like, we can just siphon off some of the stuff that we make in the sulfur section up top. Let's see how it ends up looking. And if we're not going to do this, we do not need 18 sulfuric acid plants. That is a ludicrous amount of sulfuric acid. We need like 4. You do not need a lot of sulfuric acid, because you produce 50 per second. So that's 200 sulfuric acid per second. A blue chip takes 5, and that's before you take production bonuses into account. No, wait, actually that's 5 raw over 54 seconds. It takes like 0.2. You really, like, sulfuric acid does not get used that much. So this will be fine. You're gonna hook in like this. And then on the other side, you're also going to be thieving off of the water belt, or the water pipe. Oh, this isn't going to work the way you have it set up here, though. Because you need a way for the... No, the water's the far pipe. You're fine. Thank God the water is the far pipe. If the water was the near pipe, this would not work. So your water intake, keep running you up, because you're just going to be oil. This is lube. Lube doesn't need any of this. I don't love the way that looks. I'll have it do it in the middle instead. Oh, you can almost reach. Fine, we'll just have a really long stretch in here for some reason. Because it'll look nice next to the train station, maybe. You're gonna come in like that. You're gonna come in like this. Wrong. Right. And then you also need iron and sulfur. You need iron and sulfur. We need like a 1-1-1 iron train. So no matter what, you'll just be a belt. You know, 4 inserters there. You're going to be consuming 20 sulfur per second. So this is not going to hit max capacity until we have blue belts. Because we can't send 20 sulfur down a single belt, and I don't feel like double belting something that can be single belt in the future. So you would just continue off down that way. These 4 car unloaders take up so much space. But I guess it would fit in here. It would fit in here. So that would be your iron intake. Needs to be moved up 1 more. This would be iron input. I guess that's fine. Because we just have a little 4-1 down here. That would curl back on itself. No, you'd move it up by 1. Hold on. You'd move it up by 1, and then you'd have the sulfur join in here, and then that would be a straight shot out. And the sulfur would come down like this. You could get it even more compact. Nah, it doesn't matter. This is fine. Then, you're going to need to load sulfur, because sulfur is used in explosives, so it needs a train station. No train coming. Sulfur needs to go a lot of other places. So loading it onto a train is not optional. Let's just plug you in now so I remember what you are. You're going to be 141 iron pickup. You're going to get 1 power pole here. And that's going to be your condition. That's fine. This train is going to run so infrequently, it's not even going to be funny. Then you're going to have a second train here. This is going to be a 1... To make it match with the iron, I guess I can just make it a 141. But you're going to be 141 sulfur. Sulfur color code. They don't even have it on the the Factorio cheat sheet. So I guess we'll just have to like guess at what would look sulfur-ish. Like that's probably fine. And then you're gonna be a 141 sulfur pickup. Your station array is going to look like this. What are you mad about? Oh, you're trying to get to that station right now. I see what you're mad about. I'll come fix you in a second. So you're going to go something like this. We're going to snip that off. We're actually going to snip all of this off. And then how are we going to get 4 belts of sulfur into this thing? Are you going to need 4 belts of sulfur? No. There's no way you're going to need 4 belts of sulfur. So instead, you should think about how much sulfur practically do you need to make, considering it's all fluid ingredients. And I think how that's going to look is space, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever. Just, I want to look at how much sulfur one of these things generates. 30 water, 30 PG, makes 2 per second. We're going to be using yellow belts for a little while still, which means that 8 of these are going to fill a yellow with a little bit to spare. So we'd want 32. 30 times 32 is a little over 900. Is 900 petroleum gas per second reasonable? We'd be 11 times 6, that'd be 600. No, that's not even close to reasonable. We want... Wait, what? Hold on. 30 times... We want 16 of these. No, you want 8 of these to start. 30 times 8 is 240. And then you might want to quadruple that. That would take you to 960. Man, sulfur really eats up petroleum. Maybe we should have a 111 sulfur train. Maybe a 141 sulfur train is just too weird. It would certainly make the logistics easier. We could make 2 of those. Yeah, let's do that. We'll run the 111 sulfur train. So what's that going to look like? You're going to run 1 yellow belt down here. It's going to plug in like that. But you're actually going to have 2 output belts, because the second one is going to get routed down here. It's going to go like this. That's going to be your second sulfur. Which makes me think that actually this belt should be flowing this way. And then it can go like this. Here's our crude balancer to balance our 2 belts of output. Here is our chem plant. We're going to do space, pipe, pipe, space, pipe, pipe. But we want to line you up with the stuff that's down here. Just going to look a little something like this, I think. If I could get over shaky hands syndrome, yeah. Okay, so 2, 4. Thinking. Because I would really like these. I just got to put them down. What I would really like is to do 1 yellow belt, 2 yellow belt, 3 yellow belt, 4 yellow belt, and have that be my template for expanding these out. But then how do I get the belt out? Oh, shit. You go like this. I know how you do it. You do something real weird. You have them be vertical. So you go here. you move these over by 4. Because you want... Yeah. So move this up by 2. It doesn't matter where it is. You want 4 belts coming down here. Then you want... Just go somewhere where you're not in the way. And then you want pipe here and pipe here as your input. And then... No, that's not what you want. You want pipe here and here as your input because you need to have them branch off offset. So they're going to look like this. And actually, I think I want you offset over there instead. No, I want you offset over here instead. Because then you can take these, you can plug them in like this. And then if you move this whole thing over to like here, you copy this manifold, you flip it. Yeah. Yeah, you're cooking with this, don't give up. These would go here, here, here. And then how would your manifold work? You have to plug it in. It would go like that. And like that. And then this manifold would go like that. And like that. Pipe configurations that give you nightmares. If you played pre-Space Age. Like, infinite lag generator. And then you go like this, and you go like this, and you go like this. And you go like this. Hey, you don't have to make it this cramped, though. That's the other thing, is you can actually just, like, move this back by one. The new flipping capabilities are so nice, they're crazy. Possibly one of the best QOL changes. There were a lot of QOL changes, but that one is up there for sure. Okay, so what if you did this? Because then you could do that, and it just looks nicer. IMO, anyway. Like, it just looks a little more organized. So let's say you're going to be watered, because you're coming in from the water direction. We'll bring the water up. We will copy you, because we want to put you in front of the trains, the same way that you are down below. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hate it, but there you go. You're going to be water. Oil's going to run right past. And then are you ready to template this thing? I don't know if you are or not. but maybe. You're not. You need to build the middle one. No, the middle one's built. You got it. Just plug some recipes in. You're all gonna make sulfur. You're gonna get flipped vertically. You're gonna get flipped vertically. You're sulfur. You are going to get flipped vertically, vertically. Yeah. Yeah. And then I think I can copy and paste this whole thing. Right, you all need to get moved back one. Goodbye. Take you. And then take you. Flip you horizontally. So 8, 16. The 1, 2, 3, 4 belts. This produces 4 yellows. Which is a little annoying. But at least it gives us the space to expand if we need to expand it. Okay. Have you done enough here that you'll remember how this works if you come and look at it later? Yeah, I think so. It's just pretty self-explanatory, right? Like the recipe's saved. You can plug the track in. So that's 3 and 4. You should maybe run the petroleum gas up here as well. Oh, you would. You really would, wouldn't you? Alright. Let's hope that's far enough. It's not. Oh, thank you, robots. Well, in that case, we just have to get it as close as possible to the track. Right? Yeah, that'll do. And then get it to line up again. Where do I even want to put you? There? Whatever. Long pipes look kind of cool. Finally. And then save yourself the hassle. You already know these aren't going to fit. So just put them in again. And then just worry about finding the spot where they line up. Easy. You're not going to reach basically ever. Hit you with one of those. Alright, sulfur. Done. And by extension, sulfuric acid also done. What else? Plastic is the big one I can think of, but am I forgetting anything before plastic? Because the plastic build is going to be big. Let's look at the Factorio, right? Crude oil makes heavy oil makes lubricant, because realistically I'm never going to use any of the other things, except maybe coal liquefaction, but even then. Light oil makes rocket fuel. You do need to make rocket fuel still. Petroleum makes sulfur, plastic. Yeah, okay, so we need solid fuel and then by extension rocket fuel, and we need plastic. I guess let's take care of the rocket fuel first. And the rocket fuel is going to be what we want most of our light oil to go to. So 9 times 60 plus, let's say that we have 2 of these racks running. So that would be 225, no, 15 and 18. 8 times 18, 270 plus 540 plus 270. So at max capacity, we have about 1,000 light oil per second. 1,000 light oil per second in a chem plant is going to make... God, we're getting 100 of them? Was that 10 per second? Yep. No, but that was all of your light oil, right? Yeah, but that's all it goes into. Like, all it does is make solid fuel. You're going to need 100 chem plants. 100 chem plants. These are racks of 18. So 18, 36, 54. You need 6 of these? It feels stupidly large. But I could see myself starting with 3. Just hypothetically, right? You output 3... Might want to account for some of your cracking petroleum into plastic. True! Actually, really good point. Forget you. In that case, let's just say this is what we get out of the refineries, right? Is 540. So we would need 54, which is actually a really elegant ratio because it is literally 3 of these. But that's not exactly how wide it's going to be. So, gap, pipe carrying light oil in, chem plant, inserter. You make 1 per second. So if we have 18 of these, we would be generating 36. I assume that we're going to have blue belts for this at this point, right? Like by the time the production scales up. Maybe I actually only want 2 rows. Also, can I get clever with ratios? So you make 1 solid fuel per second. Can I do direct insertion? Because I don't actually need solid fuel. It doesn't matter to me. You consume 0.5. I can get clever with direct insertion. Oh. Well, well. Okay. In that case... we're going to bring you up to here. You're going to go like this. And then you're going to direct feed into this. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. You gotta go. Good luck. Factory must grow. I'm gonna be done. I mean, I'm already 14 minutes over when I wanted to be done. But I will not be too far behind you. You're not gonna miss much. You're going to direct insert onto here. You're going to make 0.05 per second. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Yes, man. Okay, so pipes go like this, right? Underground, they go like this, but then they go like this. Oh, it's great. This is my favorite rocket fuel build that I've ever made. You go here. You're gonna do this. You're gonna insert there, rotate you. Those are going to reach, but I need to power the inserter, so really it's going to be like this. That's how the wires are going to look. You're going to come over here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16. You're not going to have space. You're only going to be able to make 32. But that's okay, because the rocket fuel also consumes light oil. Not much, but it consumes light oil. This belt is also going to go the other way. Grab you. Vertical rotate you. You go here. I actually need to slide this whole thing down by 4. Actually, not by 4. By 2. You're actually going to go there. I'm going to let drones take care of that issue. It needs to be slid down because this belt is going to come out like this. And it's going to line up with this belt. And it's going to load onto a train. Rocket fuel train. Where's my track lineup? It's actually perfect. It requires no intervention. The rocket fuel train is going to be a 111 for sure. And, oh, I need to move it back a little bit, actually. You actually need to go like there. Take you. You're gonna go, well, put the train station in. Put the train station in because then you know. You go here. You go here to here. Perfect. You come up here. This is 111 rocket fuel pickup. We'll change the color later. Put you in. This is going to be 141 coal pickup, or coal drop-off. We need to put in a drop-off station blueprint, which is going to be you. You're going to go like that, but I want to reverse the direction of these belts so that they go like this. And then these 4 are going to come up like here, 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 here. probably going to need to run them through a balancer of some form. And then how much LPG are we making? 11 times 60 is 660. Plus, we're probably only going to be cracking like one of these consistently. So that's another 180. So 660 and 180 is like 800. So how many chem plants do we need making plastic to support 800 LPG? 800 divided by 20, I think that's 40. Yeah, it's 40. We're going to need 40 chem plants. That's going to consume 40 coal per minute. That's fine for a 141. It's going to make 80 plastic per minute. 80 divided by 45. It's going to fill almost 2 blue belts. So we're going to need a 121 plastic pickup train. And then as far as how the belting is going to go, you're going to come down here and you're going to come up here. You're going to grab like this. You're going to put on like this. You're going to put on like this. You're going to grab like... You're going to grab like this. You're going to put on like this. And then you're also going to sit here. Although actually, the plastic's going to go out the same way it comes in. And I need 40 of these. But I can go over because light oil and heavy oil aren't going to come up the side. So like this, that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. That's going to be all the plastic. And it's going to get moved up by 2. Up by 1. So that doesn't conflict with the belt. No, you need 2 racks. You need to go like this. How much coal is that going to eat? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 40. You need 40 coal. You need a 4 to 2 balancer. It's going to be an awfully compact 4 to 2. Oh, thank God they are. Oh, it fits perfectly. It's like it was destined. Oh, this rocks. Oh, this is so good. So you're chilling there. And then we're going to have 2 belts come out. And you're going to go into a loader. You're going to look like that. So let's say you just go there, hypothetically. That lines up perfectly with train. Except I actually want you back 2. I want you to be like that. So that's going to be plastic pickup. 121 plastic pickup. We're going to have a second train here that we need a storage tank marker for. Son of a... Gotta go get iron. This is going to be 141 crude oil drop off. And you're going to be unloading with pumps into tank. But then there's going to be more tank. And we're going to stagger them like this. And then you're going to be... I actually need to back up by one. You're going to be like this. We're going to stagger you by one. You're going to be like this. You're going to be like this. And then you are going to be 141 water drop off. We can work on the actual piping of that later. Don't worry about it for now. Then we're going to bring you up. All the way up. Connect up there. You're going to come back out this way. And we're going to give you the classic key. Something like that. So that is going to be the refinery. It's a big one. So this is our current refinery, and it builds like half the things we need. This is what we're going to work on building out next time. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 train stops. It will have 60 oil refineries at full capacity. And we're basically never going to need to touch this thing for like the rest of the playthrough. But for now, that's where I'm going to be done. Goal for stream on Friday is going to be the next time we pick up Factorio after we're done with Guild Wars 2 Reset. And we're going to be working on actually finishing this thing, turning it on, and having our first trains deliver products. And then after this oil refinery is done, we can build green circuit factory, blue circuit factory, red circuit factory. We can set up a mall so that we don't have to handcraft things anymore. We can rebuild all of our science arrays, and we can set up a space platform. That's going to be a lot to get done in one day. I think we're probably about 3 or 4 hours away from launching our first spaceship. I could rush to it faster if I wanted to, but I'd really rather just make sure all of my infrastructure is in place and it's robust, and we never have to touch it again as we move on to other planets. So if you're interested in coming along for that and watching this factory develop out further, I have a Discord, which is going to be your best place to get stream pings for when we're going live. And there's a VODs channel if you want to catch up on any Factorio that's happened in the past. That's where I'm going to be done tonight. I hope you guys have had a great night. I will see you Thursday for the Farewell Commander tag for Cathedral of Blood, and I will see you on Friday for Guild Wars 2 Reset, followed by Factorio. But until then, take care, and enjoy the rest of your night.